Help me welcome your first debater for Team Dreamers, Ikechukwu Ufomadu! Of course.
Oh, I think so. Oh, that's good. That's a good height. That's gonna do it. Good evening, everybody. And what else is there to say in greeting you other than that? I will be kicking off the Dreamers' arguments with a series of slides titled "In Defense of Dreamers," a PowerPoint trademark presentation. And we thank the good people at Microsoft for their development of this software over the years. At the heart of this presentation, of course, is a debate, and that debate is between the relative merits of the dreamers versus the doers. And at the heart of this debate are two words, yes, but also verbs, dream and do. Now, on the surface, these are two different words. But if you look beyond the surface to their actual meaning, you will again find that these are two different words. But that doesn't mean they don't share some similarities. We see that both of them start with the letter D, which also starts other cool words like dunk, used in a sentence, I'm dunking my dunkaroos into this thing. Any fans of dunkaroos out there? All right. I know my Upper West Side crowd. Both words are one syllable long, which makes them convenient to say. I can tell that this is an audience of talkers, and so when you have a lot of talking to do over the course of 24 hours, you wanna get a good one-syllable word in there. You'll always find time to say either dream or do. And again, both of these words are currently on this PowerPoint slide, and I do want to thank the good people at Microsoft for making such a technological feat possible. For over 30 years, generations of programmers have contributed their talent, dedication, and vision to develop a truly first-rate piece of software. This presentation stands on the shoulders of giants. Once again, I thank them wholeheartedly. But back to my main point, there is one crucial difference between these two words, and that is one is demonstrably better than the other. But which one is better than the other? Let's look at a quote often used to support the doer's cause. And I'll attempt to do this I will attempt to approximate the voice of the quote sayer. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who was actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. This quote, of course, these are stirring words from the most unlikely of sources, a minor character in the Disney musical Newsies named Teddy Roosevelt, who is seen here backstage, likely before Showtime. And let me be the first to say that I agree with his words. The doer of deeds does deserve our praise. I very much respect those who dare greatly. In fact, has anyone out there tonight, would anyone out there say that you've dared greatly It's okay to own up to it. Does anyone feel that they've dared greatly? Okay, I see someone pointing to someone, and let's give that person a round of applause. However, I would argue, I'm attempting to flip the page without turning my back to you for the benefit of our live streaming audience, who I say to you, good evening, and yeah, that's all. So there is no great doing without great dreaming. Any display of doing our opponents may bring to this debate could not have existed without a great dreaming, an engagement with the imagination, with feelings, with the deep human capacity for cultivating a vision. For instance, let's take PowerPoint, which, as I've mentioned several times in this presentation already, is a singular achievement in the world of software design. But even this great feat, this great doing, started with a dream. And here is the blueprint for that dream. This is the original two-page product proposal written in August of 1984 by Robert Gaskins for what at the time was simply referred to as presentation graphics for overhead projection. And what a product proposal it is. Everything we love about this piece of software can be traced back to this living, breathing document. Each bullet point is a leap of imagination. There's so much poetry contained in this. I'm not sure how visible it is to you out there, but let me highlight a few things. Under the first Roman numeral, we see this is the target. The target market is people who make presentations to others. And then a couple bullet points down, we see that this purpose is not served by word processors or spreadsheets. So we are seeing here a rejection of the status quo, a certain daring to the software community to imagine what kind of other program could there be besides Microsoft Word, besides Excel. I think there's a new world out there that has yet to be discovered, and it is up to us to discover it. Further down, we see the product concept in Roman numeral number 3. Slides with border, logo, identification sequence, slides with high-quality typecast text, multi-styles and sizes, slides with diagrams, drawings, sketches, maps, org charts, slides with tables, etc. The slides with this, slides with that, slides with this, slides with that. There's a certain poetry, there's a certain musicality in this document. There's a certain, the repetition is tapping into the music inherent in the spheres. At the bottom of the first page, we see create new sequences out of old slides. We see the sort of generative tension of antithesis at work. On the second page, Roman numeral number 4, user benefits. And all of these benefits coming as a result of this program, it reminds me of Prometheus stealing fire from Mount Olympus for the benefit of humankind. And finally, at the bottom, joint ventures with large manufacturers. We see Robert Gaskins saying, hey, we can reach out to 3M. We can reach out to Bell and Howell, Charles Bessler, Elmo, Telex. This is the dream of uniting people across different divides, finding our shared humanity. That's what this document ends with. And so, reading this, I'm reminded of these words to close out this initial argument from another Roosevelt, Eleanor, who said, "The future belongs to those who believe the beauty of their dreams." And again, this is Eleanor Roosevelt seen here giving a presentation on herself in elementary school. So let me conclude by saying Robert Gaskin and the team at Microsoft believed in the beauty of their dream of a piece of presentation software. May we all follow their lead and believe in our own dreams as well. Good night.